You're in the shot. Everything's looking good. 14, 13, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Howdy.
4, 3.
Hiya, Caped Baldy. I
2,
like that.
1. And.
Hi. Hello.
Hello. We're live.
Happy Star Trek Day.
Happy Hunger Games.
Happy Star Trek Day. Oh, happy Lord of the Rings Day. That's how you do it. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you.
And also with you.
And also with you. Our
howdy. 4.
Oh wow, I'm being called Jacket Baldy on Instagram. That is a very deep cut to Alpha Rookie Days. Somebody who couldn't remember my name, so they just called me Jacket Baldy, and I'm like, that's accurate. I actually made it my my username.
Oh my gosh! Let me check the volume real quick. Looks like we got audio's working fine. We're streaming live on all platforms, guys. We are on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. It is the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And we're going to try to keep the show tight tonight from Mr.
Yes. Yes, I do remember you. Thank you. That was really funny. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we're going to keep it clippy. We're going to keep it quick because today was a very busy day because in addition to it being Star Wars Day, it was also, hey, another issue of Batman Fortnite supposed to come out today. And I opened the door this morning to like 15 people waiting.
Seriously?
Yeah. So I kind of forgot about that. I'm like, oh, right, that's what I'm going to be doing all day long. Getting people on the train, on the Fortnite train. So again, lots of new customers. It's awesome. It's a great promotion. If you're interested in trying to get Batman Fortnite stuff, I would say at this point, please don't even bother with Pullbox. You need to come in here and talk to me personally. We need to do a one-on-one.
Not even send me an email. We need a face-to-face.
No, it takes too long. Email back and forth. I need you in here in the shop to set up your stuff, and I'll let you know what things I can get you on what days and in what quantities. But it's just too much. But for the rest of these folks that don't really care, they just want the code. They just want their skin. They don't have any skin in the game yet, right?
Hi-oh.
Okay,
Very good.
But so they don't care about what cover, so they're easy. So I just, you get a third printing, and you get a second printing, and you get a this. Than other folks that have a little bit more, I want that cover, I want this printing. You got to talk to them here in the store. But that's enough of that.
Did you show him Annie's macaroons?
She took them back. I thought that was the whole point, is you wanted me to show those on camera.
I thought you said you didn't.
No, I don't want to eat one. That doesn't mean I don't want to show them. They're pretty cute.
I just ate one.
Was the Marvel Fortnite book as popular? If not, why not? No, I'd say it wasn't.
It's not, and I will tell you why. All right, so this is really cute. Annie wants to show you. What's the bakery? You shout out the bakery.
Oh, it's on here.
Is this a friend of yours or something?
Yeah, Shell's Pastries, or here we go. It's on here.
Oh. Frenchman, allergy warning. Oh, Shell's
Pastries.
Chell's?
Chells?
Chelles pastries. Anyway, these are pretty cute. She took this off. Now I can't.
I do what?
Nothing. I can't turn it sideways without this on to show people here. So it's kind of cute. There's like some Yoda cookies and Chewbacca cookies and R2D2 cookies and yeah, it kind of fell over, but there's a BB-8.
Oh, BB-8.
BB-8 cookies.
R2D2.
Yeah.
Hi, Laura.
And Annie said that the first 10 people that come in tomorrow get one.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh, never mind.
Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Monique. Hi, Paulina. Hi, Wendy. I did a stream last night, Ryan, and people were watching on it and commenting a lot. It was very nice.
Oh, nice.
Did a late night stream.
What? No, I'm not going to give them to anybody.
And let me cut this to me real quick. There's me. Hello, everybody. And by the way, I'm a good boy. I'm wearing a Mandalorian shirt in the festivities of Star Wars Day. My wife and I are in season 5 of the Clone Wars. And the Bad Batch just came out. We're working our way towards that, and it's good Star Wars, unlike other StarArs stuff that's not very good.
Well, I have a Star Wars Day gift of sorts for you, Derek.
Yes, what is it?
I watched the Snyder Cut.
Oh, what'd you think?
I liked it.
Yay! It's a Christmas
Mary. I was
Mary.
kind of waiting for this other person to leave, so I could not have that be.
What'd you like about it?
I liked how nerdy.
Forget Star Wars Day. This is more important.
I like how nerdy it was. And what I mean by that is that it was just very much like a kind of a love letter to a lot of characters and the fans and stuff. I think it really took itself seriously, but not too seriously. And I don't know, it struck a good tone. My wife fell asleep and I did not blame her. So I'll say that. Yeah. I don't think that this is like, oh, this is the thing that gets you into the DC universe. I mean, maybe it is. Yeah. But like, as a person who was already a fan of these characters and not even as big a fan as you and other people, I was getting a kick out of them having more moments and more cool action and like the New God stuff I thought was pretty neat. And like, you know, what's his face? Steppenwolf, he sucked. Theatrical cut. He was so one of the lamest bad guys of all time. But in this one, I thought he was neat. Yeah. He had a motivation, and I felt kind of bad for him sometimes.
I know he's got these like big eyes. He just wants to come home, and Desaad's bullying him.
Yeah. And his little Gillette razor suit that like reacts to his emotions. That was kind of neat. Anyway, I enjoyed it. Cyborg had a lot more to do. Obviously, people have talked it up to death, but hey, I finally saw it. Yeah. Okay? I had to watch it in 2 sittings. Nice. And I enjoyed it.
How about the ending with what the Flash did?
That was about part was okay.
I liked how
the epilogue, is that what we're talking about? Oh, you're talking about you're just the end of the movie, like the climax.
Well, yeah, like him using his powers.
No, I thought the Flash was cool.
Yeah, they took all that out of the theatrical cut.
I really liked his first scene where he's saving the girl from the car accident. Yeah. Which is the first time you kind of see that.
And that truck says Gardner Fox, who's the guy who created Justice League. And then I was like, what's with, and he also created the Flash, Barry Allen. I was like, what's with the hot dogs? That was an homage to Barry Allen's first appearance.
I did not know that.
With the hot
dogs. But I was also like, what's with the hot dogs? Yeah. This is weird. I like his big floppy run. Somebody might think it's dumb, but I'm like, well, why would you do just a boring run? Yeah. He's like going for it. Right. The longest strides possible, the arms rotating as far as they possibly can.
He's getting that sprint in.
I dug it.
And how about Cyborg?
Yeah, he was great. Story. I liked him. I could tell that he had more going on in the theatrical cut because I thought he was actually one of the surprise breakout things in the theatrical cut. And then it's like, oh, that makes sense. A lot of the movie actually hangs on his plot line and emotions. And his dad was interesting, as kind of not an anti-hero, but like a, like you're a monster, but you're also my father kind of deal.
One of the most heartwarming things I thought that came out of it was that the woman who played the mom who got the money from Cyborg, she tweeted out, she's like, did I make it in this cut? I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I love that scene.
And so everyone was tweeting at her like, hey, give this woman work, know, because she was brilliant.
Yeah, that was great. I forgot about that. I really, just stuff like that. The Amazon sequence, way better. Oh, yeah. Like you felt just get the bucks, just because you're almost just you can't quite, anyway, I liked it. I'm glad I saw it.
Yeah, a lot of stuff with dealing with parents and families too. Everyone had cool arcs. So let me get through a couple of these comments real quick. I might not be able to read a lot of them during the show because we had to go quick. Louise says, by the way, the Flash movie started filming on the set of the Wayne Manor, Batman 89. Very nice. Laura says that virtual waiting room felt like it was the DMV. And I was at the DMV this morning regarding Shop Disney. Bob says, yep, I spent too much time and money on Shop Disney site this morning. Ruben says, not just any girl, that was Iris West. Louise says, that movie takes itself seriously and has chapter titles between them. And Adam says, I got me Bo-Katan through the mail. People were talking about buying Marvel and
there was a ton of stuff
Disney stuff.
You know how much stuff I got for today. Alien Day?
How much?
Nothing. They didn't really make anything.
No bueno.
That's fine.
And then people were talking about the Marvel Fortnite thing. And Bob says, no shout out to Ruben. We give all the shout outs to Ruben. Ruben's great. Annie made those cookies or she bought them. They says, she bought them. So you want to respond to the Fortnite thing real quick?
Yeah, just really fast. Yes, there were Fortnite covers for Marvel a little while ago. Some of you may remember. They didn't sell very well. And that's not to say, that is kind of partly okay. So when stores sat down to order the Batman Fortnite thing, I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility that they said, but those Marvel covers didn't do that great. But the big difference here is that the 0 point thing has a code. That's the whole deal. What Marvel making an homage cover or making a B cover with Fortnite characters, that doesn't really move the needle because you're counting on either people that are already collecting comic books to want a Fortnite cover, or you're expecting a person that's just into Fortnite to come in to just get that cover, even though maybe they're not into comic books. This 0 point thing, this is what I was talking about with the Magic the Gathering, where they should put a card in there. They just put a code in. They put a code in the book that you put into the game, and it gives you a special costume in the game.
Nice.
That will move people. That brings butts into the store. And luckily, since me and probably a lot of other stores are still trying to catch up with demand, they're including that same code in these subsequent printings. So you don't have to miss out. Unfortunately, there's people that are selling these things for like $30 online. And the people that are buying them are not necessarily, it's like, oh, but I really wanted that first printing. They're just trying to get one. And if I could go out there and tell everybody, like, just wait, I can get you a third printing, comes out in June 1st, but I can't. So, and then the other part of that is, I wanted to tell you all, they've already announced that they're releasing the whole thing in a graphic novel, but more than that, they're going to put all the codes in there as well.
Oh, cool.
So they're handing out the codes like party favors, which they should be, because I think the people that do Fortnite are like richer than God.
Because of all the things you have to add-ons, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It costs them money, I guess, but it's just a little code they print out. Like, just give them away, But it's to get people into shops, and so far it's been a great promotion.
Luis wants to know, if I do a Fortnite dance in the store, do I get a discount on a Fortnite book?
All the Fortnite dances.
You have to do all the dances, Andy.
Yes.
I bet you get a pull customer discount, Wendy says. All right, so anything else with Fortnite? Yes, no, maybe so?
No, I don't want to talk
All right,
about it
cool.
anymore. That's what I'm doing today.
So I have to talk about something real quick before we get into stuff. I'm really upset because Megan and I were getting you presents, Ryan, and we were sitting on them to give you them all at the same time,
sit on my presents.
and people were ruining them. So here's present one. It's a random obscure book.
Where did you find this?
The eBay, but it's a Pulp Fiction cover. I think you probably need a hold it come a little closer to the yeah, there we go. I probably need to move the camera closer.
Is it an anime thing? What is this?
It's some European comic, something
Shanda the Panda.
Shanda the Panda. But then this is what I'm upset about, Ryan, and I guess I'm just gonna keep these for myself. Look what else I got for you.
Oh, they beat you to it.
No, I had them, but I've been sitting on them because I wanted to give you everything at the same time.
I see.
So the other day, Mr. Damasco, my new arch enemy, came in, and then Andy tells me that Mr. Howarth gave you that.
He didn't mean to. This was just happened to be in a bunch of trade-ins he gave me, and I was like, cool, and I picked it out. This one, however, don't feel bad, because this was somebody just being really nice who's kind of a new customer. Yeah.
How dare they be nice?
Yeah.
But I hope you don't have these yet, because these are on the way.
I don't have that
okay,
one.
so
no.
this is ordered and this is on the way. So nobody buy this for Ryan. This is the Harley Quinn cover.
That's why we need to get these displayed soon, so people can see what we already have.
Show that to Instagram real quick. So nobody buy that. That is shipping, and then this other one is shipping too. Zombie Tramp.
Oh, cool! We know Zombie Tramp guy too. The guy that does.
Yeah, is a comp from the cons. So those are on the way. So yeah, I think you need to make a list of everything you have.
I'll have to do that so we don't end up doing doubles of things.
You showed it to me last week, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I was so excited.
No, this is cool, man. Thank you. We don't have, dude.
Yeah,
that's new.
So I'll take those back. Unless you really want them, I'll keep them myself.
I found out. So the guy, the dude that did, he didn't beat you to the punch, but he beat you to the punch line.
So the giving, yeah.
Well,
I was stupidly waiting. Zombie Tramp is late. It was supposed to show up on May 1st.
Yeah.
So I was going to give you 4 of them at the same time live during the show.
My heart is bursting. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you,
Derek.
Well, Derek and Megan, but you're welcome.
Derek and Megan.
So what all do you have now? Arrow, Psyche.
I don't have them all with me, so I can't. So this one that you just got me, so don't get Shanda the Panda.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I'm kind of into it. The Animaniacs.
Yeah.
Chew. Arrow Psyche, number 2. Incredible Hulk, number something that has She-Hulk on the front.
Okay, someone's trying to order that for you. So
I have that already.
Okay, so whoever was ordering that, don't get it.
Yeah, or I mean, if you order whatever, I'll buy it from you and I'll sell it in the store. But that was actually what got it started, because I was going through somebody's collection. I found that and I went, oh, I need to get everything.
Yeah.
There's another one. Animaniacs. No, I think that's all I have. There's one that I haven't, if you want to go find. There's a Gen 13 apparently.
I saw that one. Yeah.
And that's all I know about.
Well, no one get Harley Quinn 50 or Zombie Tramp because those are bought and being shipped.
Okay.
Or already shipped, so they're on the way.
Hopefully people heard that. It's my wife. She's got to get on this. I told her like we got to find a cute way to like put these up in the store. I guess I'll just put them up until then. There's no reason for me to not put them up. People say, "How much is that?" And I say, "They're not for sale."
Michael Damasco goes, "You already have the She-Hulk one?"
Yeah. But I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I already sold it. I had it and I sold it. So now I need one again.
Poor Michael. When he says there are more than just 3 Pulp Fiction homage covers after all, yes.
Yeah, there are, apparently. What I was going to say, though, is the gentleman that got the Animaniacs, he collects Pulp Fiction covers. So I'm not the only one. It's something. So
well, apparently now I do.
Now you do too. That's what I was going to say. Is that I could put together a second collection. Yeah. Why not? Okay. Well, that's very sweet, y'all. Thank you very much. That reminds me, Annie. Can you please take the poster for the Alex's Bar thing off the wall and bring it to me?
Can I just give you the flyer?
It's too. I don't think we have any left.
Oh, you're right. You can ask him, and he said go make more.
Okay. Just the poster will show up better on camera. So I'm participating in a.
Your tape is working too well.
Oh, so shout out to I think BZ Comics. Yeah. Who's got a really cool Instagram thing going on where he talks about comic books and wrestling. Specifically, he'll pick a comic book out and then look and see when it came out and then talked about what was going on during wrestling at that time. What?
I'm waiting for you a second to put that.
Let's go to the back. So he approached me. Seems Bruce, super nice guy. He said that Alex's Bar had a really hard time, like a lot of people did during all the shutdown and everything. And he was organizing a comic book themed fundraiser for Alex's Bar and asked if we would make donations for an auction. I said, of course I will. And then I guess we're also going to like kind of vend there. It'll be like a little mini convention, me and a couple of other stores. So if you want to come, that would be awesome. It's going to be on Saturday, June 12th at 4 p.m. There's no cost for entry, but you do have to be 21 and over. It is a bar. And there's going to be food and drinks. It says live auctions, music from DJ Polyester, food from Supply and Demand, which is another place that that's where there are ink and drinks were being hosted.
Oh, cool.
So they're a friend of us as well. So I got to talk to him more about it. I have a bunch of things to give him, but it says all proceeds go to Alex's Bar and Save Our Stages. And there's going to be a live podcast from Bonds and Modern Gods. I'm not sure what that is, but I got to check into it. But if you follow, actually, I don't know yet. I'm sure he's going to I don't know if he's going to do it on his Instagram or if he's going to create a new account for it. But he did say that the products that he gets from the stores for the auction are going to be available to see before the actual event. So you can kind of like dibsies on things beforehand. I told him, I said, I don't know what the deal is or if you guys even have a plan. I don't know how to do an auction, but I know how to sell books. So if you want to just like have me DJ like all the actual books and stuff, I would do like the Facebook live sales, and I think that would be a lot of fun.
Nice.
So we'll see if he lets me do that or not.
I was just talking to them to see if they need video or
you should.
photo.
I'll introduce you.
Oh, I used to work at Alex's Bar.
There you go.
I ran the security for all the shows. And
there you go. I bet you have some stories.
Back in the punk rock days.
Yeah.
They actually did have a really hard time, and someone made a documentary about them during the pandemic. They got released and stuff. So shout out to you for doing this and BZ Comics and the other stores participating.
Yeah.
Do you have that as a file yet so we can share it on the thing? So I know you reshared it on my story.
I put it in the newsletter or something, but I have to post it on I'll post it on my Instagram and Facebook and put it on the website eventually.
Wendy says, definitely sounds like fun. I will try to go. Thank you, Wendy. Michael Damasco says, that sounds awesome. Laura Pinion says, alcohol and comic books, just take my wallet now. And Monique says, Bronze and Modern Gods have a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cool. We'll check them out and maybe we can
it sounds like it's going to be
some of their stuff.
Real cool shindig. I'm excited about it.
Very cool.
Okay.
All right, let's get to comics.
Wow, Gen 13 covers going for $30 on Amazon. Well, that's nothing for the price of completion. All right, let's get into it. All right, ratio variance first, and then we're going to move on to everything else. I'm going to go pretty quickly. Just assume that the things I'm showing you may or may not be spoken for. The best way to check is to send me an email at pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com. That's pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com. I'm way behind on catching up on requests. It's probably going to take me an hour to sit down and suss out all the emails that I still have right now to see who gets what. So just go ahead and add your email to the pile.
We're moving cameras forward here, kids. Sorry for the movement.
But without further ado, let's get into it. So this week we have a big Star Wars book. I think it's going to be a huge seller. And you are wearing the appropriate attire. This is Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. And here's what's going on with Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. This is the first Marvel Star Wars crossover. So you either love them or you hate them. But these big... Good night, Annie. Thank you.
Bye, Annie.
She thought she was going to be here all night. And it's still daylight outside.
What do you know?
Yeah, but yesterday I stayed late.
This is going to it's going to be a crossover. So this first thing that comes out is sort of like the first chapter, and then the series will weave in and out of Darth Vader, Star Wars, Bounty Hunters, Aphra. I think that's it. Yeah, because it's not going to go through the High Republic books because they take place in a completely different timeline. So, so we do have some ratio variants to go along with it. There is a regular Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters #1, and then there's also a director's cut. Now, what's wild about that? I'm already talking more than I should.
It's coming out the same day?
They came out the same day. They don't typically do that. Usually they come out with the regular one first and then their director's cut like later. But they're doing them both at the same time. And so there's a ratio for the director's cut and there's a ratio for the regular one. So this is a ratio for the director's cut, which is going to be, I think, pretty rare because this is a more expensive comic. So a lot of stores, I don't know if they really wanted to go out of their way to order more. But this is a 1:25 ratio variant. It's black and white Steve McNiven artwork on the front of Boba Fett, and we're selling for $49.99. I definitely have some requests already. I have to sit down and figure out who requested first. But if you want to throw your hat in the ring, shoot me an email. $49.99.
Eduardo says, "Suss your box, Ryan. Suss it."
Okay, and then for the regular Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, there's also a ratio variant of 1:25 with the black armor. Now, those of you that are bigger Star Wars nerds than me will have to explain to me why it matters if Boba Fett has black armor. Is that a toy thing, maybe? Like the black armor version of the toy?
Boba
perhaps? Fett. I'm not sure. But this is the black armor one, also selling for $49.99 for 1:25. And I got a couple of these since I ordered more copies of the regular cover. I haven't had a chance to read this yet, but I did flip through, and Steve McNiven looks like he is bringing his A game. It looks really well drawn. Okay, moving right along. Another Star Wars book, the all ages variety Star Wars High Republic Adventures. It's another 1:10 ratio variant. I'm not sure who these characters are, but this looks like a flying pig bat thing. That's kind of cool. This one's selling for a little bit more. The other ones were going for $9.99. This one's selling for a bit more online, so I'm selling for $14.99. Maybe because this character is sort of developing or something. Got a couple of these.
Damascus says it's because he's Edgelord Fett.
Edgelord Fett. Edgelord Fett. Edgelord Fett. Okay, also this week we have Heroes Reborn, sort of an event book. Really hard to order for this because I can't really gauge the demand. I'm feeling like the excitement is kind of lukewarm right now at this point, and has the potential to be hotter than that. Maybe after people read it and understand it a bit better. But I still don't even really have a handle on it. I think it's sort of an alternate reality. Where
Cap didn't come out of the ice.
Right. What we keep saying is like it's sort of like the Justice League, the Nail story, where the Nail, Pa Ma Kent run over a nail, so therefore never find Clark Kent. So how does that change the world? So this is I think a 1:25. It's got to be a 1:25 of Ed McGuinness. Of the Squadron Supreme, which figure very heavily into the storyline.
So it seems like since the Avengers never blew up the Squadron Supreme,
you got the Justice League.
Yeah.
Which, if you didn't know, Squadron Supreme is essentially Marvel's version of the Justice League. I know that the writer of the series, Jason Aaron, has been playing with the Squadron Supreme in his Avengers run now for the last few years.
And they've been doing a lot of variant covers for other books right now, right? The people are like,
yeah, and I haven't really been getting them again because nobody knows who those characters are, and I'm not getting a huge amount of requests. So we'll see. I'm going to read it tonight. I'll get a better handle on it, but I've already had to decide how much to order through issue 4. So that's the fun thing about an event is we'll see how it goes.
Adam says Heroes Reborn has Ed McGuinness art, right?
On the inside, I don't know actually.
Let's see.
I hope he drew the inside. That would certainly move the book back more. Okay, this is really cool. I did something very outside of my character. I ordered Funko Pops. And I did because I heard that if I ordered a case of the Immortal Hulk Funko Pop, which I'm already a little bit more willing to do because I love the Immortal Hulk so much. But also, like, we get a special variant that came with it if I got it. So here's the special variant. And I was right, that ended up being a pretty popular Funko Pop, and I think that we pre-ordered or pre-sold all of the ones that I ordered in order to get this. So this is pretty neat. I've seen a Maximum Carnage. Not Maximum Carnage. What the hell is the Absolute Carnage version of this Funko Pop cover that was pretty cool too. We're selling this one for $19.99. So there must be a lot of these out there. I thought it was going to go for more money. $19.99 for the Immortal Hulk Funko Pop variant. Okay. We also have another magazine-sized one-shot from Aftershock. This is the second or third one of these from Cullen Bunn. So he's doing these kind of like horror short stories in these big magazine formats that I think are really cool. This one's called Eden. I haven't had a chance to read it yet. I'll try to read it tonight. But they did have a 1-in-10 ratio variant by Tony Harris. This is the artist of Ex Machina, the Brian K. Vaughan series, if you remember.
Very cool.
And $9.99, letting it go real cheap. Okay. Yes, Richard, I see that you sent an email late last night for some comics I could order with images. I will get a chance to look at it when I can. But I think I already did check out your DC books, and I think they're all fine. Okay.
Damasco says that the only person who remembers the Avengers world and Heroes Reborn is Blade. Monique says she's conflicted on it. Wendy says that she's evented out, but she's going to give this a try, the main series. She also says, wait, we have Eve this week. And
yes.
Eden this week? What happened to Adam?
Oh, Adam. That was Eden.
Eden, yeah.
But we also have Eve, which is the next book that I'm about to talk about, so that's funny.
Another booty cover, Adam Hernandez says.
Right. Okay, so we have a new boom big #1 book called Eve, and I wasn't quite sure exactly what it was all about. All I saw was this cover with this young girl and her teddy bear.
Nice.
And my first assumption was that, oh, it's some kind of a fantasy thing. It's actually definitely a hard science fiction book. Do you remember that movie AI by Steven Spielberg?
Oh, yeah.
I actually love that movie, and I have to defend it against people sometimes.
It's Spielberg and Kubrick, right?
Yeah. And that's the only other time I've seen a robot teddy bear, so that's actually what the situation is. But once you read it, you'll understand he's actually kind of a badass robot teddy bear who has the ability to like destroy you. Anyway, I really enjoyed this. I'm going to talk about it more when I get to the book that's open. But for now, the ratio variants, there's a 1-in-10 by Merca and Dolfo. I'm letting it go for real cheap at $5.99. And then we have this is the main cover with no trade dress. This is a 1 per store variant. I'm not sure who the artist. Ario and Edito.
Not going to call it a virgin cover.
I'm going to try not to. For $14.99, really nice. And then we have a 1-in-25 ratio variant by Yugo Shimizu, which I think is really cool.
Wow, that's really cool.
We're doing this one for $19.99, a little bit below ratio. Again, because I don't know. I think a lot of people ordered this, and
you're a nice guy.
I'm a nice guy. Try to be. This one is really great, and I've seen a lot of In-Hyuk Lee variants, but I don't know what it is about this one. I just think he did a good job. So this is a 1-in-50 ratio variant by In-Hyuk Lee. We're doing this one for $49.99, so we're keeping it right there at ratio price. We'll see if this book blows up or not. It could quite easily get turned into a movie or something if it hasn't already been optioned, and I'll talk more about it when I get to that book later. This is a big surprise. Donny Cates hasn't forgotten about his series Baby Teeth. This is a book he started at Aftershock a while ago. He has since become a Marvel, and Image superstar. I wasn't sure if he was ever going to return to the series. He is. And with issue 17, and to commemorate that, they did have a 1-in-15 ratio variant, so I decided to order enough to get it. And it's by Charlie Adler, the Walking Dead artist.
How long has that been
a long time
for?
Years.
Wow.
It's been years. And I never read it because I didn't know if it was going to finish, and I hate starting things that don't finish. But I always did want to read this. It's essentially like Rosemary's Baby. But what if Rosemary grabbed the baby, went on the run, and said, "I'm going to raise this child as a good person."
I wonder how much that issue is like a starting on point.
I don't know. I should probably read it tonight and find out if I was a responsible employee. Okay, an employee, manager, comic book person. Okay, we also have Noctera number 3 this week. We have a couple of ratios to go along with that. I think it's 1 in 10 and a 1 in 25. So 1 in 10s I'm selling for $9.99. It's black and white pencil sketch version of the main cover. And then $14.99 for the 1 in 25, which is just without any trade dress. Instagram.
Wendy says, and Anna Dito, the High Republic artist.
Oh, I guess so. Huh.
Earlier when Wendy was asking for there's an Eve and Eden, where's Adam? Adam Hernandez responds, Wendy, I'm right here.
Yeah.
Michael says, this is the final arc of Baby Teeth. I think so. Bad jumping on point is his guess. Maybe, but maybe I'm just wondering if it does a recap in the beginning. Hopefully,
I don't know, but I wanted the variant.
Yeah,
because I didn't know how many people were
really
order
cool.
15 copies of it. But now I'll check out the book because there's an end in sight. There's a new horror book this week. I'll talk to you more about it in a few minutes. Called Broken Souls Ballad, which is pretty cool, from Scout Comics. And this was a 1 in 15 ratio variant. And I did not write the artist's name because I'm not smart. We're going to sell this one for $14.99, sitting right there at ratio price.
I didn't order that on the FOC because the cover didn't speak to me, but you showed some of the interior art on. So it looks cool.
It's a lot of color.
Yeah. I wish I would have ordered it.
It's not a book I'm going to recommend to everybody, but depending on who you are, I think you'll really enjoy it. I really enjoy it, but I'm me.
Yeah, I love horror stuff too.
Okay, so, and there were no new DC series this week, but I did want to mention Batman 108, which is the big to-do this week because of the big appearance of Miracle Molly, the new bad guy people seem to be excited about. This is the 1 in 25 ratio variant by Ricardo Federici. You guys have seen these. They're awesome, these head sketch variants. And I have a couple of these available, I'm pretty sure, which makes me feel like, did I miss somebody's request? I hope not. Because I felt like it would have been more popular. Here is the regular cover by Jorge Menace, looking very cool. And kind of to match his punchline variant, we got Stanley Ardrum back.
Oh, so
doing the Miracle Molly thing here. Very cool. I'm not caught up in this book, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but she seems neat. It's very cyberpunk looking to me. Kind of into it. Her outfits remind me of that lead singer of Paramore, Haley something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna do things a little different this time. I'm just gonna continue going through DC. We got a couple of graphic novels of interest this week. I have Batman Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Volume 3. Yes, they're up to 3 volumes already. The Batman TMNT crossover. I haven't had a chance to read any of these, but they look like a lot of fun. People are a huge fan of the first series, and I really like the artwork by Freddie Williams II. And it's written by James Tynion, who's so hot right now.
Mr. Tiny Onion himself.
Tiny Onion. Also, we're starting to get our collections of Dark Knight's Death Metal. We already got the main series released in deluxe hardcover. Now we're getting some of these tie-ins. So this one says The Multiverse Who Laughs. However, what's included in here is all kinds of stuff. It has Robin King, Rise of the New Gods, Infinite Hour Extreme, Multiverse Who Laughs, and Dark Knight's Death Metal Secret Origin #1. So
those are some of the best books actually in the series. So
if you're looking to get caught up via trade paperback, this is the way that you do it. Of course, if you didn't already know, we sell all of our graphic novels here at 30% off. Yes.
Bob says Haley Williams for Paramore.
Haley Williams.
He also says, what was the price of Batman 108 sketch variant? Ryan didn't say.
$24.99. 1 in 25 variant for $25.
And then Jim Withrow says, where do I send the Gen 13 cover?
I guess our address is 3925 East Anaheim Street, Long Beach, California. We are on the Google. Just make sure it's in Long Beach. There's a Pulp Fiction in Culver City. That is not us. Or just wait and I'll get back to you. Or send me an email and I'll get back to you that way.
Email's on the bottom of the screen right now. And if that's a real thing, thank you so much, Jim. That's very sweet of you.
Okay, moving right along. Here's that book, Eve, that I was talking about. So I really enjoyed this. This is written by Victor LaValle. I'm not sure how to say his name. who is he's a black author who likes to do horror and sci-fi and stuff. I haven't read any of his stuff yet, but I hear it's really good. So this is a post-apocalyptic comic book. As you can see kind of here from the cover, like the polar ice caps have melted or some such, and like a bunch of stuff is underwater. And what it is this little girl who is growing up inside of this vault, assumedly because the outside world is, what it is. And then I'm going to spoil just a little bit because it's only like 6 pages in. Actually, what turns out, she's never been outside. She's actually all of that was a simulation, like the Matrix, like Neo. And what it was is it was trying to train her and give her the abilities that she needs in order to make her way from her where she actually is in this lighthouse looking thing in Manhattan. Let's see what I can find here. Okay. And then she needs to actually make her way to the vault where she thinks she's been living this entire time. To help, and that's where her father is, and he's sick. So she has all these memories of her father and eating breakfast with her father and stuff, but actually that was just all in her head. But it was also all there to like prepare her for the things that she needs to do in order to physically make her way in the real world through this dangerous world. And to help her along with that is this kind of badass android teddy bear, who he's all soft and fluffy looking, but I don't know if you can kind of tell. I posted this on Instagram. He's probably at some point going to reveal himself to be a big badass robot.
Oh, that's cool.
That could probably kick your butt.
Kick my butt. I'll beat up any teddy bear, Ryan.
How dare you? I don't care, robot or not. If it's a teddy bear, I'm beating it up.
I'm going to fight that teddy bear.
Yeah, a lot of really cool layouts in this book. I enjoyed it. I like the artwork. I recommend it. Eve, #1. Here is an alternate cover by Mirka Andolfo. Again.
Wow, really cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, moving right along. Another really good book this week, The Good Asian. This is the new big marquee book from Image Comics this week.
It's a book about Annie?
She, no comment. Okay, so this is fantastic. This is a straight up noir book. It's this is one of those things where, again, it's like, the Me Too and wokeness and all that kind of stuff. And listen, the idea of taking a straight up like a hard-boiled noir story, from 1936, and then just simply switching the perspective to a Chinese person who grew up in Hawaii already makes the entire thing more interesting.
Very cool.
Because he ends up in San Francisco, which of course has a lot of history with Chinese immigration, and has to deal with all these incredibly racist cops and people that are scared of the Tong gang in Chinatown or whatever. It's fascinating. You're going to learn some history, and you're going to get this really cool sort of badass detective character who he's badass, but it's not like he can just go running around running his mouth off. He's still Chinese. He can get killed for pissing off the wrong person or saying the wrong thing to somebody. So he has to like kind of walk this line. One of the things that this book that I thought was really neat are these little like kind of red squares that kind of do like Sherlock Holmes vision. They really do a good job of showing you that like he's perceptive. He notices things. He sees that like, oh, this guy happened to be looking over here at this potted plant. So I bet you that's where he has his heroin stash. Things like that I really appreciated. I haven't really gotten into crime comic books in a long time, but it is one of my favorite genres. And I would say that this is definitely one not to miss if you're interested in these kind of things, or even if you're not. Also, a really good pairing with Shadow Doctor. Again, it's kind of similar thing. Like, let's look at bootlegging Al Capone, but let's look at it from a black surgeon's perspective, a mob doctor. I think it's really neat. We have an alternate cover here also. Oh, I forget the name, but this is the artist of Monstrous. So that's really cool as well.
I'm all about that. I ordered that. It looks so good.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy it.
Megan and I are especially loving Warrior on HBO Max, and that deals with the Tongs in Chinatown.
Oh, really?
So I think, but it's late 1800s.
That's
so
cool.
It'll be an interesting take.
Yeah, this takes place in 1936, and they keep mentioning the Tongs. Like, no, they're gone. We got rid of them.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of the deal. But something happens towards the end of the issue. You're like, are they gone? It's neat.
Jim says he's definitely sending that on Thursday.
Cool.
Wendy says red square. Wait, that's Russian, not Chinese. Bob says,
Oh, red square. It took me a minute.
Bob said something about a Hulk variant. Were we talking about a Hulk variant?
Yeah, I showed the Funko Pop.
He says, what did he say? I think he said it was $19.99 for the Immortal.
$19.99 for the Immortal Hulk Funko Pop variant. Please email with a request if you're interested. Okay, moving along, we have a new artists, writers, and artisans upshot comic book. This one by Garth Ennis. It is a hoot, Marjorie Finnegan temporal criminal. You know what you're getting into. Listen, if you want to read a comic book where Garth Ennis is having fun with a curvaceous blonde who has the ability to travel through time and steal stuff, this book is for you.
Sounds like a good Saturday night.
Yeah, I would say that you're going to enjoy this if you read his other stuff from Aftershock, like Jimmy's Bastards. That was literally about all of James Bond's bastard children coming back for revenge. This is just our place where he seems to just like have fun and let his voice out. Yeah, so we got that one. That's the main cover, and we got a couple more by Mike Deodato Jr. And then also one by Frank Cho.
Cool. Wow, that's really cool. I didn't know they had all those covers.
Okay, and then here's that book I was talking about, Broken Souls Ballad, which definitely has, even from the back cover, you can kind of tell, sort of an 80s VHS horror vibe.
The color, can you hold up one more time, Ryan?
Yeah.
The coloring is even so much better in person than it was on the FOC. It looks so cool. The front too, like the color looked flat on the FOC.
We ordered 10 copies. I'm pretty sure we can take care of you. The inside is no less neon, which is what I liked most about it. I'm pretty sure that this is a foreign comic book because of some of the things that the characters say. You're like, well, that's something that a European thinks that Americans say to each other. But that all being said, there's some really cool pages. I love this one of just the, I don't know if this plays on camera, but this kind of silhouette playing the piano and then just very violently taken out of that situation. Pages like that really kind of got to me.
Wow, lightning strikes.
I do not know what this is about yet, but it has all these orphan children who are clearly in a really horrible situation, and I think they have powers of some sort, but not like fun, cool X-Men powers, kind of more like, wow, that looks like it hurts, and kind of monstrous sort of powers. And yeah, I would recommend this if you like Something is Killing the Children, with the caveat that it is not Something is Killing the Children. It's a bit more European than that, and a little bit more freewheeling. But great pages in here. We really enjoyed the artwork. If you're a monster masher like me, I say check it out. Broken Souls Ballad. Okay, and finally, I got to read this tonight. I haven't read it yet. Is that magazine one I was talking about called Eden?
Oh, so cool.
It says, tattoo artist Niles lives his life in a kind of daze. Minute after minute, he muddles through the repetitive moments of his job. Okay. What is it about? But Eden is a woman surrounded by deep mysteries, not the last of which is how and why her new tattoos... Okay, here we go. Not the least of which is how and why her new tattoos vanish after only a few days. As Niles learns more about Eden, he is driven to fathomless depths of both love and horror. Ooh. So tattoos, love, and horror for Eden. If my tattooed customers are any representation, that does mean something to people. Eden, $6.99 for a complete magazine style, done in one story.
Done in one, like that.
Okay, that is it for the comic books. I have a few more graphic novels. Oh no, we have Marvel comics.
We're doing good on time, right? Kind of.
Yeah,
right.
I think we're going at a good clip. Okay, so excuse me. We had a recent relaunch of the Power Rangers books into one book called Mighty Morphin and another book called Power Rangers. So this is the first trade paperback of the one called Mighty Morphin. And from what I can tell, looking at the cover and from what other people have told me, this is the book that stars the Rangers that you grew up with, the original crew.
Not my Rangers.
Not the other one is like newer Rangers or something. So if you're looking for a place to jump on to Power Rangers, which has been a critically acclaimed fan obsession, people love that comic book that are into Power Rangers, here's a good place to start. Not a ton of new graphic novels this week in the indie world. We have this called Brandon Sanderson's Dark One. I'm assuming this will be based on a novel series or something. This is published by Vault, and that's really kind of all I know about it, except the cover looks really cool. And I feel like I've heard of Brandon Sanderson before, and I'm sure that one of you has also and can enlighten us a little bit. But it says, visions of a dark and fantastic world haunt Paul Tennyson when he discovers they are prophecies from Mirandus, a world in which he's destined to become a fearsome destroyer. He'll have to embrace the fear, rise up as the Dark One, and shatter everything. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And then this one I'm actually really excited about.
Ooh.
You see this? It's a paperback.
Very cool.
Dark Horse has been reprinting the original Tales from, or EC comics, Entertaining Comics.
Oh, I love those.
If you don't know what that means, you're probably more familiar with Tales from the Crypt, which got turned into an incredibly famous, amazing HBO series when I was a kid. I'm sure Derek enjoyed it also.
Yes.
And they have been reprinting these, but they've always reprinted them in kind of expensive, shrink-wrapped hardcovers. So it was kind of people that were already like sort of about it that were going to get it. I've been waiting for this. Now we have affordable paperbacks. This is only $20. And this is the first volume of Tales from the Crypt. So they started with the right one also that would get most people looking at it. And yeah, now people can finally actually just pick this up off the shelves and take a look at it. This might be their first time seeing these comic books from the 1950s that were in large part responsible for why comic books got censored for decades. If you don't know that whole story, there are 10 billion documentaries and things about it. Look up Seduction of the Innocent. The editor of EC Comics, Game? Oh, shoot. Forgot his name. He had to actually go into the Supreme Court and testify.
Really?
Yeah. One of the covers he had to talk about was this kind of it was like a guy with an axe, and he had like a lady's severed head in hand. And
well, don't we all?
It's kind of hilarious because he's just like, do you think this is within the boundaries of good taste? And he says, I do. And then they said, like, well, what would you do? What would the cover have to do to be outside of the boundaries of good taste? And he would say, I think if there was more detail in the viscera coming out of the neck, right now it's just kind of a dark black. But if it was red, perhaps, or if you saw a spinal column or something like that,
wow.
that would be outside the realms of good taste. Anyway, it's funny stuff. Lastly, we got stuff from Marvel here. So a bunch of covers for Heroes Reborn. Again, not a ton of orders for the series in general, so I didn't go hard on the main cover. I did go hard on the one that people ordered the most of, which was the Arjun Lau.
The Wonder Woman cover.
The Wonder Woman cover.
What's her name?
I don't know.
I mean, that's a straight up Wonder Woman.
I don't know. I even started calling her Power Woman,
which is
another like, but they're not quite right, you know. Yeah. So I am going to read this tonight. I'll let you know what I think.
Someone in the comments, please tell us.
Somebody was asking. Yes, this is definitely a McGinnis artwork on the inside.
Oh,
so fun. I really do enjoy it.
His name is Hyperion, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, there's all these like McGinnis double page spreads. This could be cool. It looks like fun. It looks like some kind of a fun, easy to read sort of deal.
You're fun and easy to read.
Oh, thank you.
Adam says she's Power Princess.
Power
what
Princess. A name. Got a couple other covers here. We have a wraparound cover. Oh, gatefold cover.
Oh, it's dope.
Pretty cool. And we have, these are kind of neat, trading card covers. I do actually have, as a promotional item, a bunch of trading cards, like the ones you remember getting in the 90s, 80s, 90s. And I'll give those out to people tomorrow. But these are the covers that are kind of meant to look like those trading cards. So we had one with the Blade and one with Mephisto, I think. Kind of neat.
Mephisto from WandaVision?
Yeah, Mephisto from WandaVision. It was good.
Mephisto confirmed.
Last one in our journey is, here it is, where's the main cover? War of the Bounty Hunters, excuse me. Prelude. This whole thing is drawn by Steve McNiven, who I haven't really seen a lot of artwork from him in a while. But it looks really good. Steve McNiven artwork is really easy to look at. And I believe what's happening here is he has just taken off with Han Solo and Carbonite from the flying city. I don't remember what it's called.
Cloud City.
And he needs to take it to Jabba to get paid. He gets a little sidetracked. So it's a little in between movie's adventure. I'm really excited for this though. I remember her. She's like a little singer from the Return of the Jedi, I think, in Jabba's palace, with a really long, luscious.
Oh yeah, she's in the one of the more disgusting episodes of the Clone Wars cartoon is where she's like dating one of Jabba's brothers. It's really gross.
Oh, and I guess this is why we have black covers, because maybe this is the debut of Boba Fett in all black armor. So that's probably going to be one of the things that moves the book the most. People like their Boba Fett, kids.
Boba Fett.
They like their Boba Fett. This actually looks like a lot of fun. So again, this is a proper crossover. In days past, of days of yore, when we had far less Pull customers, if you had said, Ryan, can you put me down for all of War of the Bounty Hunters? I would have said, of course. I'll figure out how to do it and do it for you. I can't do that anymore. I'm sorry. You will have to consult a reading list, of which they are not hard to find. You can use the Google. If you use the Google and put in War of the Bounty Hunters reading order or reading list or any such things, you will get a lot of hits. And then you will have to decide if you want to do that crossover and ask for those things individually. Now, of course, if you're already subscribed to all the Star Wars books, you don't need to worry about it. You're going to get them all anyway. But if you're not, you will need to do a little bit of homework to get you on board. I'm not going to do it for them. I'm not selling their book. They can do the work. Then you can do the work.
Louis Molina says, breaking news. Ryan was Mephisto the whole time.
It was.
Adam Hernandez says, Steve McNiven has my money for that book. Earlier, Louise said, Power Princess sounds like a name of a dope 80s hair metal band. Bob says she looks like the Crime Syndicate version of Wonder Woman. Yes, she does.
My friend in here is saying, open the plastic, you sob.
Yeah.
What was it? Oh, the book that it's in the plastic. I can't open it. I can't, actually. I'm not physically strong enough.
That's true. I attest to that. Earlier, Adam said William Gaines was the editor. Panic turned into Man Magazine.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a whole bunch of those EC archives being reprinted in paperback format.
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope people check them out. They run the gamut. They did war comics, crime comics, obviously horror comics, science fiction comics. It's really cool. All right. Anyway, moving right along, we have also an alternate cover here by Lionel Francis Yu.
Ooh.
Very nice, very nice. And I did not order enough of these, I don't think. The action figure variant, which you don't usually sell very well, but somebody was like, yeah, but that Boba Fett toy is like the most expensive toy ever, right? The I don't know enough about it, but like the Boba Fett toy, I think goes for an auction or whatever for like lots of money. Boba Fett. Anyway, Boba Fett black armor. So we got that one as well. And then again, here's this director's cut that I was mentioning before, which I didn't order nearly as much of, but I did order a few. So it looks like, you're getting some extras. They're going to show you got all the covers in the back for reference, and also all the pencils before any coloring or lettering got added. And it looks like that's it. So if you're a fan of raw artwork and want to see what it looks like, before it gets colorized, that's pretty neat. And lastly, I think these are neat. Marvel did one of these not that long ago, these kind of big, oversized hardcovers. They did this one for X-Men God Loves, Man Kills a few months ago. And now they're doing one here for Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man, but specifically the introduction of Venom. So if you're a big Venom fan and you want to see the McFarlane artwork in big old giant size, widescreen, this has Amazing Spider-Man 300 and then 315 through 317. And it is actually kind of expensive. It's $44.99, but we do it at 30% off. So think of it as a little mini artist edition. That's the best way to think of it. And that is it. Look at that. Oh, I almost made it. I listed 1 minute.
I'm at 7. Still.
You're at 7?
Yeah,
okay, well, I'm going to call it 7.
Perfect. Very good, Ryan. We did it. Bob wants to know, he's taking a few days off starting Friday. Bob, you probably deserve the break. We'll be making an overdue trip to Pulp. What weekend days are you in, Ryan?
I'm here every weekday, but I am sometimes running errands on Wednesdays and Thursdays in the middle of the day. So Friday, I'm stuck here. If Friday's a good day for you, I have nobody to help me. I'm here all by myself. I can't go anywhere. So it's a good place to corner me, or good day to corner me. Monday and Tuesday are really busy. So Friday is best. Thursday is second best, but I don't know if I'm always going to be here. Wednesday is very busy, and Monday and Tuesday are less busy. But I'm here every weekday, technically.
Louise says, did Ryan just pull a back in my day? Yes, he did. He said all that.
I'm already there.
Adam Hernandez says, I'm going to shill for Pulp Fiction. Get those EC reprints through Pullbox. They'll be 30% off. Makes them $13 each.
Yeah,
very good. Thank you.
Let's check the Instagram comments really quick here. Ricardo said I ordered that the action figure cover. Really like the action figure cover, so he's excited about that. And then it was just my my friend and his dumb comments. So that's it. Awesome. I think that's all. And now I'm gonna set up the store.
So guys, remember if you can to like, comment, and share. The people will more people will see this show if we have more interactions, which you guys are very good with interacting. But some folks actually share the stream, and we really do appreciate that. And let me throw up my information here. Go to camera 2. There's me. There's information for Derek Easley Entertainment. That's me and Megan's company. Megan's and mine. How do you say? What's the proper words? My wife Megan Easley, and we do video production, photography, full post production, drone work, website stuff, social media stuff, the whole 9 yards. Anything that has to do with film, video, the moving image, all those things. And we're hard at work on our big project for the Long Beach Museum of Art, which is really, really cool. And you can find us right there at the email right there, and also derekeasley.com. So if you have any referrals or anyone who wants to have any type of video or photo work, we greatly appreciate referrals. We do a lot of work here locally in Long Beach and throughout LA County and Orange County. Hope you guys all have a safe and happy Star Wars Day. Let us know in the Facebook group what you're watching. If you're watching The Bad Batch, if you're watching Clone Wars, if you're excited for a new Mandalorian. The Facebook group is Pulp Fiction Comics Long Beach Group. And it's different from the page. We're almost at, I think, 400 people in the Facebook group. I've had to delete some fake people because there'll be some fake people trying to, promote some weird buy these sunglasses or whatever. But most everyone's really sweet and awesome, sharing memes, sharing videos, sharing articles. There was a person who just shared his original comic strip and was apprehensive to do so. And I said, no, please, share your artwork, share your stuff, share what comics you're buying, anything that's related to comic books, pop culture, nerd culture. We like all that. Wendy just shared the link in the stream. Thank you so much, Wendy. And thank you for all your reviews and everything, Wendy. And what else do I have to say? Watch Warrior on HBO Max. It's awesome. Just finished Invincible, right? How was that, Ryan? Was that last week?
Monday, we can talk about it. Yes, yeah. I saw the finale of Invincible.
And then Megan and I finally saw Nomadland and Sound of Metal, the Oscar-nominated stuff. Both good movies. We also saw Borat. Or I saw Borat. Not very good. They film in Long Beach, and they say it's Texas. It's
downtown.
Yeah. There's parts of that made me laugh, but most of it's pretty bad. And then I watched Nomadland, and I'm like, man, I watched them back to back, and I'm like, Borat is making fun of a certain part of America, and then Nomadland was like this sweet love letter to that same part of America. And Frances McDormand was incredible, and Chloe Zhao is going to be making that Eternals movie.
The director,
yeah.
She won the Oscar, right?
Yeah, she wrote it, directed it, produced it, and edited it. So she was nominated for 3 or 4 Academy Awards. So she's awesome. But yeah, Nomadland on Hulu. Recommend that. And I know Ryan wants to get out of here, so I'm going to stop talking. So cut back to Ryan. Did you watch that Marvel trailer of their phase 5 or whatever it is?
It pulled on my heartstrings a little bit.
Because it showed old stuff, right?
Yeah, well, it was just hearing Stan Lee talk, and it was just really well done. And it did get me excited for the future and stuff. And also just the whole, I know how you feel about this kind of thing. It's just the movies are coming back, real movies. That's what I got from that. It's not just going to be all streaming these to you in your living rooms. We have to, and then they included those little scenes, right? Where Captain America catches the hammer, right, and says Avengers Assemble and all that kind of stuff. But it wasn't just that they showed that scene; they showed the audience's reaction to that scene. That was cool. And you don't get that at home. That's a communal experience. So we're all looking forward to the day where we can have that again, in whatever form it takes.
Hopefully, that will be for Black Widow and Shang-Chi and Eternals and the new Spider-Man. All the things.
Free Comic Day in August. That's kind of our whatever. Things need to get better by then, because I want to have a regular, normal Free Comic Day, just like we used to, an old-fashioned Free Comic Day.
I posted about that on our main Facebook page and also the group. I reposted the Free Comic Book Day logo saying, "Hey, move to August," And some people were commenting on that they saw on the FOC that there was free comic book day books. Can you explain?
You guys can order those. They're just I pay for those, by the way. They're not free. They're not actually free. They're free for you. But they are available to order. The vast majority is, I think I ordered everything before you guys even saw it on the FOC because it was on my initial order before. So a lot of it was just sort of like, oh, 3 people asked for this free comic book day book, but I already ordered 100 kind of deal. But what it'll do is it'll make our lives a lot easier when we physically get them. We can pull them for you. If there are things that you requested, they should show up on our pick list like they normally do. And instead of you, they should be in your box, basically, if you're a pull customer.
What's in the box?
Your pull cut, your free comic book day books. What I'm excited for is that they haven't shown the merchandise. There's going to be some. Oh no, wait, they did already show the merchandise. And I bought some of it. What are they? Oh, Comic-Con. They're going to start showing Comic-Con exclusives because I guess there wasn't a Comic-Con, so now we have another round of toys.
There's a digital one in July, right? Is that
okay? But you remember before how like we were able to order that stuff and have it here? I think they're doing that again. But I don't think they're going to start showing. Actually, they might be up already if you go to the new to order portion on the Previous World website. But I'm kind of excited to see what that stuff is because that's always fun. And then you guys can order that too, and I'll be able to get them here.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. Real quick, Invincible finale. Did you like it? Not like it? Loved it? Did you cry?
No, but I had my jaw on the floor the whole time. How about that? I will say this, and I don't think it's a spoiler. I was pricing some books. My wife and I were pricing some books on Sunday. Oh, by the way, we're going to have some books out tomorrow.
Which books?
I can't tell you. You have to come and see.
What is it? Sets or?
A little bit of both, but mostly a lot of individual issues. And cool. A lot of stuff for $5 and $10. Some cheaper stuff and some not so cheap stuff and some really old stuff and some new stuff. I have about a long box. So say thank you, Jessica, for dedicating Ryan one day off. Thank you, Jessica. That sort of thing. Anyway, so while we were going through it, we had a few issues of Miracle Man, which I haven't read in a while. And I'm going through and I'm looking at them. There's one that's like worth more than the others. In fact, so much that now I'm thinking about getting it graded. And I was flipping through it just to kind of remind myself what it was about that issue. And it's the finale of sorts between Miracle Man and Kid Miracle Man. Now, if you've read Miracle Man, that means something to you because it's an incredibly violent comic book. And I was wondering if maybe it's going up in value because it just feels like the inspiration for the finale of the season finale of Invincible, which it wouldn't put it past Robert Kirkman to love that comic book so much that kind of like, bled its way into the other things. But even a Subway gets involved. And that's all I'll say about that. Subway. Oh my goodness.
Eat fresh.
Yeah. Eat fresh. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I can't wait for another season.
Yeah, I'm glad that 2 and 3 got greenlit. I was listening to an interview with him on Fat Man Beyond with Kevin Smith, and he was talking about how that first, is it first, not compendium, but what's the first book? He says that first book is pretty much all season 1, except
the compendium.
Is it compendium or is it short?
Well, here's what I didn't read all of Invincible. I think I read like maybe the first 30 or 40 issues, and I did get as far as this. Season had gotten, and I went beyond it. Yeah. So I think that sounds about right. There's probably that first compendium. You're definitely like, it takes them longer to get to that point in the comic book, which in some ways I think kind of makes the show better. Yeah. The pacing of it, because you with both in like a microcosm of the first episode where you're like, oh, it's a superhero family comedy. Oh, yeah. Is it? Yeah. By the time you get to the end of the first episode. And then obviously by the time you get to the end of the first season, you really didn't know what you were in for. That took I think 30 issues to get to that point.
He said that in the interview. He said there was some stuff that was cut off, like there was some Scooby-Doo investigation stuff with Adam, Eve, and Mark that I forgot about, where they're investigating a high school teacher that's evil. But then he says they took a little bit from a couple issues after and put it in. So anyway, they paced it out really good. And it's a great show. You should really watch it, everybody. Couple quick comments real quick before we leave. Jim says, I was literally awestruck, like WTF Alan Moore regarding Miracle Man, I assume. Yeah. Adam Hernandez says, yeah, that issue is absolutely brutal. Jim was talking about the birth issue of Miracle Man.
Yeah, that's graphic in a whole other way.
Adam Hernandez says old stuff. Do you have Silver Age stuff, Ryan?
I am going to have some Silver Age stuff out on the shelf tomorrow.
Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Wendy shares the link to the group. Thank you, Wendy. She also shares the link to Previews World New to Order. She also says, and then just tell us if we bring a can of food to donate per free comic book day, comic requested, or anything like that.
I need to. August is still a ways off. As of right now, I don't see any reason why we would not do a food drive like we've done for years. But I hesitate to tell you all to start getting ready for that. It's August. It's months away. But most likely that is what we're going to end up doing. I've
been reposting Facebook memory pictures of Free Comic Book Day in the group.
With hair?
Yeah. Also, Wendy says, no. Adam says, recommending Barry Windsor Smith's Monsters. Get it. It's good. That's what
was that Steve or somebody else?
It was Adam Hernandez.
Oh, Adam Hernandez. Stephen Howarth also read the entire thing last night. He said it made him cry, and he's thinking about reading it again. So I don't know when I'm going to have time to read it, but the rest of you that got it, I do have more on the way. So if you're interested, hit me up or make a request on Pullbox. I think it's out of print now, actually, but I think I have 10 copies coming. So yeah, hit me up.
Luis also says share pictures of dinosaurs in purple pants. Always.
Yes.
Thank you for that original artwork the other week. We appreciate it. All right, I think that's it because Ryan's got to get back to work. But thank you guys so much. Any other questions, please send Ryan an email at pulpfictionlongbeach@gmail.com and hit us up on the Facebook group. Talk to you guys later. Bye.